Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Aurora Zoo. And I know you guys have been patiently waiting the next episode. It's been about a month at the time that I'm recording this since the last episode. But I hope you guys also enjoyed the other content during this time, some of the other games that I've made videos around. But we have actually quite a lot to look at because we've done quite a bit of building during our live streams over on my Twitch channel, which if you aren't following me on Twitch, make sure you head over and give my channel a follow. The link to that is always in the description below. But yeah, so you can see here we've got a whole bunch of new stuff here. We've got something lurking in the background there. So let's zoom out and take a look at everything that's new. So we are right behind the conservatory here. Last couple episodes, I don't remember exactly which one, we showed like the ice skating rink and our Hall of Subs. This is our crocodile building. But we have this whole new area started right here. So we have this little plaza here, and I put another info booth because I figured you're kind of like way in the back of the park now, so you probably need an extra little, you might need some help with a map or whatever you might need. And yeah, this was sort of just like an awkward spot in between the paths here, so just did some like little bit of scenery, and you can see the red pandas there because we actually have a red panda habitat now. So we got a nice little arrow kind of letting people know where to go, but yeah, I like it. You know, it's simple, it's just a nice little spot right in between the paths there. And then as you can see, we have a red panda habitat now, and this was mostly because we were waiting for, so if you guys didn't see last episode, we ran a competition on our Discord to build a bear habitat for the bear section of the zoo. And while we were waiting for that to wrap up, which just did on the 20th of February, we decided, all right, we're gonna work in this area. So we did all the detailing around here. I made the like custom supports under the monorail track right here. And then we did the red pandas, and we added the red pandas here because they don't really have any other animals in the game that they're similar to. You guys know all of our sections of our zoo have similar animals grouped together. Like we have cats with the lions and tigers, and cheetahs, we have the bird area, the aquatic area, soon to have the bear area. And it was like, all right, well, red pandas don't really have any other animals, so we're just gonna give them their own standalone building, and that's what we have here. You can also have a little staff area there as well. But I really like how this turned out. I like the big glass front. Of course, we have the doors here as well, because you know this is an Arctic zoo, so we want to make sure we keep the cold out and the heat in. And yeah, I just really like this little area. There's not a whole lot to it. It's fairly simple for the most part, but I think it looks pretty good. And then what's really great about it is you walk up the stairs, and so there's the red panda habitat. It's sunken down, and we have seating all over around the outside. So we have a nice spot here, and then around here along the edges we have some nice seating with some that's maybe not as good of a view, but like if you're over here, you got a good view across the river there. We have a nice flower bed, and then we walk over, and it's pretty cool. So you get like a nice 360-degree view of the habitat. It's sunken in, but then we have like these nice climbing structures, so when they're up here, you get kind of a more level look at them. I also did this. I really like this here, putting their like little bed here behind the glass, so when they're sleeping, the guests can kind of see them behind the glass and not disturb the red pandas. And here we have a great look at what's gonna soon be the bear section of Aurora Zoo. We're gonna see that here shortly, but yeah, I really like this. It's just you know, like I said, it's a standalone habitat, so there's not any other animals in this area, but I think it works. It also looks good at nighttime because we always like to make sure the lighting on the insides of buildings and the outsides for that matter, look really good. So, you know, we've got plenty of lighting here. And if we head down, not up. So this is all nicely lit as well. And we can come back out, and so this area more or less looks like the rest of the zoo. Kept like the same street lights out here. I don't know why I call them street lights. They're not really for streets, but you know what I mean. We needed some facilities over here, so I kind of stuck them in this like little wooden shack looking thing. So it's nothing fancy either. Tried to make it look like it's more like blended in with the scenery, so it's not like just super standoutish. And yeah, I think we already looked at all of this in the last few episodes, but it's looking really good. I do like the custom supports we're doing under the monorail here. We started that, if you guys have not watched like some of the previous episodes, but we started that over here when we moved the monorail behind the festive gift shop. And then I also did it back here as well, so you can see right there. And that's when I kind of decided, you know what, wherever the monorail track is like, you know, very visible to the guests, especially where it either goes right along the path or goes over it, I want to do these like custom supports because I think it just looks so much better than the default supports. So like back here, no guests will ever come back here. This is a staff path, so I just left the default supports there, but then they start up again right here because it goes across the path there. And then, so there you can see, it goes back to the default paths. I don't know where this is going to go. Originally it, you know, just so that we could have it connected and running, it came from over here and then just came all the way down here and connected. But now that we have all of this over here and we're starting the bear section, we have another monorail station there, so that's going to go through the bear section. We've also decided we're going to do a primate section, and that's going to be over here. So the monorail, you know, is going to come around, go through the bear section over here to the primates, and then probably, you know, meet up back here to maybe like this point. So like this will go across there and then around, and so kind of like that. And then yeah, going into, so one of the things I wanted to do with our bear section is actually give it a name. And this was a name, it was actually suggested by actually one of my mods over on my Twitch channel. Bear Claw Canyon is what we decided to call this. And I thought that was a pretty good name. So some things I wanted to do with this, because I feel like bears often live in like very mountainous, very rocky areas. So in order to kind of make this area look different from the rest of the zoo, because kind of let's face it, like the zoo more or less is the same theme all throughout, you know, which is intentional, but I want to kind of mix it up a little bit with this area. We're still going to go with the log cabin theme, you know, where there's lots of wood and all that stuff, but I want to make the area really rocky, like really craggy, like big old boulders and rocks sticking out of the ground. So kind of like what we did here is what I want to do throughout the whole area. We also did it with the little river, small river, creek, whatever you want to call it here. So we have all the rocks going along the edge. I actually made some group rocks here, you can see. So that's kind of what we're using for to make that effect. So it's just a bunch of those rocks kind of just sticking up, and yeah, I think that looks really cool. I'm excited to have the whole area kind of look like this. But yeah, I really like this sign too, because like I said, I wanted to actually give this area a name. and I wanted like some sort of like arch entryway kind of going into it. And then as I was building, I was like, you know what? I would kind of want to make it look like an old sort of like Western fort kind of thing. So we did like all these different slabs of wood. You can see kind of like did like alternating there just to give it a little bit of just a little bit of depth to the fence there. And then I made these like little custom gates, which I'm like super happy about. I think they turned out fantastic. So I kind of figured, like, you know, at the end of the day, they probably close these up. And I did construct them in a way where if you were to actually move these gates, they line up perfectly and would look like a nice closed gate. But I even did like, even put like the little hinges on the doors, and yeah, it just, I really like that. I love the extra little realism touch there. Another thing we did, which I don't remember who I saw did this, but we added like the little drop shadow behind the fonts here. So all I did is we took the fonts that were there, Bear Claw Canyon, duplicated it, turned them black, and then just kind of moved them down a little bit so it looks like a drop shadow. So it's really like this C. There's two C's there, and it's amazing effect. Definitely recommend doing that yourself. Like if you want, we can see, move it out. So there's the other C behind there. So like that's pretty awesome, right? Definitely recommend doing like little drop shadows like that. Really cool effect. And I will probably be doing that more often as we go. So we head down. So now we're inside Bear Claw Canyon. And right off the bat, so we have our competition winner, which was submitted by Spring Blossom, who is a longtime member of our community. And she knows I like domes, so she made a dome for the giant panda. And I have to say, it's amazing. I love the Chinese letters. I love the that she took the bamboo walls and colored them like a nice dark color. Definitely matches the theme of the whole zoo. Good use of the lights and the windows. And it's just, yeah, it's just really cool though, isn't it? And if we head inside, the inside is absolutely amazing. Perfectly well made. I also love that the interior wall is a different material from the outside. So you have the plaster walls here, and then the bamboo wooden walls on the outside. So very cool. Love the custom barrier around the outside. And of course the habitat itself is really well designed. We got our pandas, they're sleeping. Well, this guy's sleeping. This guy looks like he's about to sleep. But very well done. Love the hanging lamps there. Super cool. Love the mist there. I was saying this during live stream, but I never think to use the mist effects in this game, and I really need to because it just adds so much more. Oh, they had a baby. I didn't even know they had a baby. Aw, a little baby panda bear. But yeah, very well designed and a worthy addition to Aurora Zoo. Perfect addition. And it looks good at nighttime too, especially with all the lamps hanging down there. Of course, you have the lamps on the walls here, and then all of the lamps on the outside. Couldn't be happier. Super glad that we got this added to Aurora Zoo. And yeah, made another like kind of like little rock formation with some panda statues. Of course, they are appropriately lit up. But yeah, there you go. That's everything new that's been added to Aurora Zoo. So I hope you guys are excited about finally moving into a new area. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited, like I said, to make it like a really rocky kind of area. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. I'm also weirdly excited about because I got this idea from a blueprint that we saw during a community showcase about stacking the staff building so you can have like this working second level. So I'm oddly excited about theming this out. So that's going to be fun. I don't know, that probably sounds weird to a lot of people, but I'm looking forward to doing that. I think it's going to be cool. But yeah, there you go, you guys. That's everything we have to look at. I hope you enjoyed the updates that we've made since the last episode, and I hope you're excited for the expansion of Bear Claw Canyon. If you have any suggestions, ideas of what we should do in that area, please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear them. Because it's not just my zoo, this is your zoo as well. So there you go. As always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.